We've taken you through the amazing process of making cheese. Now let's get to talk to the amazing lady who's behind it all. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Hello.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for having us here.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe you can start by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Kalpa. I come from India 20 years ago, so it's my second home here. Let me tell you about Raka, how Raka started off. Raka is a husband and wife combination. So it's Rajesh and Kalpa. So that's where the Ra and the Ka comes in. We started this 15 years ago in June 2001. It was more of my husband's passion for cheese, because he studied in London, came back, didn't want to join the family business. So he started wanting to do something cheese at that time. This was, I'm talking about 88, 89. He did start a cheese company at that time under the name of Muiga Cheesemakers. I think 91 the Gulf War hit him and then he closed it down, joined the family business. 2001, you must have met the cheese production manager, Isaiah. Isaiah used to work with him that time too. So Isaiah comes back to Rajesh, he says, please start the cheese business again in 2001. Rajesh says, I really don't know what the cheese market is in Kenya at the moment. So at night he asked me, Kalpa, what do you want? What do you think? I said, why not? And that's how we started off. We made our own cheese vat. We made our own cheese press at that time. We started collecting milk from one of the Watukas. We were doing 200 liters at that time, every day. So, and then we didn't know where to sell our cheese. I mean, for me, cheese was completely new because I've studied fine arts. I had nothing to do with cheese. I've learned with time. So we started doing cheese for one whole year. We did cheese and we didn't know where to sell because both of us were so involved in the family business at that time. We started as a hobby. And then he says, then INSCO came in. INSCO came into the country in 2003, I think so. And they said we want 500 kilos of cheese a week. I said even if I made every day I wouldn't be able to make because my cheese vat was very small. We were just doing about 25 kilos a day at that time.
This the vat that Raka cheese started back in 2001. We used to get like 200 liters of milk per day. So it was still big for Raka. In fact we used to work two guys. To us it was so big then. No one could have worked on alone, that is. So Raka grew from the 200 liters we were taking in 2001 to the current volumes of 7,000 to 9,000 liters a day.
So this is where basically started from.
This is the start of Raka.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting a new cheese vat and then you've seen where we are today. From 2,000 liters today we can take up to 9,000 liters daily. It's a big difference. So, and yes, with time we've seen the change of cheese eating in this country. Earlier very few people understood what cheese was. From 2005 we've seen an increase in the people eating cheese, and a lot of these fast foods coming in, which has increased a lot of people. Still a lot of people don't know they eat cheese on pizzas. There's a lot of education which we keep on doing with the mass and trying to teach them that this is what cheese is about. Everybody has this thing that cheese is bad, cheese is not good, but I say cheese is good. Cheese, if you see from the health point of view, it's very good for calcium. Children who don't drink milk, you can give them cheese, right? It's even a lot of people say cheese, you get migraine, but it actually helps to cure the migraine. Yeah, so what else could I tell you? Why choose Nyeri? Nyeri is because my husband was brought up over here, and because Nyeri Central Province is good for, we get very good milk, so that's the reason we decided to have it in Nyeri itself.
And what inspired the fact that I'm thinking at that time the market, Kenyan people don't really consume much cheese. What really inspired this for you to go push on, still knowing that did you think it was a daring move to?
It was a daring move. Yeah. For me it sure was a daring move, but Rajesh, like, he knew the market, he knew what it was. So initially we were mostly into hotels and a little of restaurants, and then we started pushing them in the supermarkets and grocery stores. And then we did a lot of sampling. It's more so because it's a food market. Unless people don't eat it, they will not know what they are eating. So we did a lot of sampling, and it was more so word of mouth which helped us. And ours mainly because we were vegetarian cheese. That was one of the taglines which really helped push people, because a lot of vegetarians will not eat cheese because actual cheese is made from a rennet, which is like an enzyme from a calf's stomach. Yeah, so for the vegetarian it was like, oh my God, suddenly we can eat cheese like things. So that helped us, and then we were more consumers. We wanted to ask them what they wanted, and from there we started doing a lot of trying out different type of cheeses, what the consumers wanted. And then yes, we've grown from 2-3 varieties to now we do about 13 to 14 varieties of cheese.
What kind of cheeses do you make currently?
It's all the hard cheeses, like we have cheddar, pizza, mozzarella, gouda, we do feta, halloumi, cream cheese. There's a Indian dessert, what we call as Shrikhand. It's a dessert. That also we do. Then we're trying to do different varieties, specialty cheeses also. Yeah.
Cheese is a new concept to most Kenyans. It's still a new concept. Maybe you can tell us how to use some of this cheese.
Paneer is a very bland, it's not a cheese, it's an Indian cottage cheese. Paneer, it doesn't melt, it mixes with the flavors you put it in. Like when you're doing your githeri or something like that, you add cubes of paneer in it, it will absorb the flavors what you put in. It's very bland. So you can do a lot of dishes with paneer. You can grill it. You can do bhogas. We do a palak paneer. I think it's very common with a lot of people who enjoy it. We do a chili paneer. With cheddar, you can do sandwiches. You can do baking with it. We do sandwich slices, you must have seen. So you can bake with it. And we recommend, say, 1 slice of cheese, that is 20 grams, is good. It helps to bind the fat in the body. Pizza cheese, we've come up with our own recipe of pizza cheese. A lot of people like cheddar and a mozzarella taste on their pizzas. So pizza cheese is a mix of cheddar and mozzarella together. And mozzarella is again for baking, and you can do starters with it, a caprese. Most of the pizzas use mozzarella. Blue cheese, you can make a lot of sauces for your pastas and for your salads, so that of it. Yeah, then you have cream cheeses where you can make desserts. You can make, it's more like a spread. So you can use it as however you want it. Feta is mainly for salads. You can put them on your pizzas. Halloumi is a grilled cheese, where you can use it for grilling. You grill it and have it with the sauces you have. You can put them in your salads too, or you can make it as a halloumi wrap with pesto sauce and all sorts of things. So yeah, I mean, like, Google opens your world up, and you can try out a lot of different recipes with it.
Wow. What are some of the challenges that you faced starting from where you started from the journey?
The biggest challenge was to make this move to this factory, which now it is independent of ours. Earlier we were inside somebody else's premises, which had a lot of challenges for us, timings and everything. After moving, it's going to be 2 years since we moved to this premises. We're more independent, and we have a time to explore new products because we have the time here. Yes. Yeah, I think that's been our main challenge, one of the biggest challenge we've had, to be independent. Yeah.
Maybe tell us some cheese facts that most people really don't know.
Like I said, everybody thinks cheese is not good. Everybody thinks cheese is high cholesterol, this and that, but cheese is, if you take it from that point of view, cheese is very good. It's a good calcium, source of calcium, good source. Children, basically, a lot of children don't like milk. Yeah, so like especially even my son was at one point he didn't like milk. So the doctor had recommended, give him cheese, Kalpa, and it's good for him. It's a good source of calcium, very good for your teeth. Very good. Like I said, if it causes for migraines, they said it helps to cure migraine. It's good for your bones, I can say. Yeah, that's what it is.
Raka cheese, where can we get it? And
Raka cheese, you can get it all over the country in all the supermarkets, say Nakumatt, Ujumi, Chandarana, Tuskys, Naivas, and all the small grocery shops. So we are there all over the country, and we export to Juba, Uganda, Tanzania, Eritrea, Ethiopia.
And how much does the cheese cost? So assuming someone is watching and saying, I'd like to buy this
So
cheese.
a kilo of cheese would cost about 1,000 shillings. Our main challenge has always been the price of milk, which goes up and down. So we try however much we can try to cut the costs, but it's becoming impossible. So we're seeing how we can make it affordable to the lower, the C and D class kind of a thing. It's there in the A, B and C, A and B class, which can afford it, but we're trying to make it affordable to the C and D class too. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're going to do a parting shot and tell our viewers why we should eat and buy Raka cheese.
Raka cheese is a household name, and because it's suitable for vegetarians, and it's one of the best cheeses you can find in Kenya.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure doing this.
Thank you,
Pleasure
Prisha.
meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay.
And that is what it takes to prepare this amazing and delicious cheese. So the next time you're in a supermarket, I'm sure you won't pass this by because you know how it's made and how it's used. Till next time, same place, same time. God bless you. And remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Talk to us on our Facebook page at MBCI TV and on our Twitter page at MBCI TV. Till next time, God bless you and remember to buy your cheese.